getting a little bit sad because we're getting to the end of World Beyond, just one episode to go, and I have became pretty fond of a few of these characters for sure. Um, well, not all of them, but a few of them. Silas, Felix, Huck, um, Dennis. So it's gonna be sad to see it end. I think a little bit, because I have been a bigger fan, I think, of the show than most people. Um, but yeah, of course, this episode's pretty good because we're getting closer to the finale. Like I said, one episode to go. So I got my notes here. I'm going to read off of them and go through the episode, and we'll talk about it. So the opening scene was kind of, I guess, a little bit silly. I didn't quite understand how the detonation with the walkers worked. I get what they were going for, but I don't know why they were armed to explode like that unless they were already made like that. But we get the explanation, they're scientists. That's why. But it's fine. I see why they had to do that to stop the incoming threat, the soldiers. And I do like the camera shot going down the sewer, and then you get the world beyond in the dark title sequence. So I like that. Although I will say overall for this episode, a complaint that I have is the fucking soldiers. Where the fuck are they at? Did they all get killed in that cave? Because the CRM the community seems too smart to send every fucking soldier they got into that tunnel, and then they get blown up there. Maybe I just missed something. But where you would expect these soldiers to be, they aren't there. So are we meant to think that they all just got blown up in that tunnel? Or they're just all out doing stuff? And I don't know. It seems like I said, the most important places they should be and shouldn't be leaving, they have left. At least not all of them should leave, But, I mean, our group is up against such a formidable threat with these armored soldiers, or you would think, until we see at the end of the episode, they're shooting him in the neck, or it's actually going through the mesh. I don't know how they're landing off their shots so good and getting the soldiers killed. But yeah, it just felt like just very strange in some spots. I think it was just so empty, and I don't believe that they would really be that short-handed and empty, or easy to dispatch and fool and all of that. But no, Jadis is a really strong villain, though, for this, if you could call her a villain. I'm skipping ahead of myself, but she has a monologue, big speech at the end, which I'm like, man, Jadis, why were you fucking sleeping in Walking Dead? You actually got some shit to bring to the table. I mean, I didn't hate her in Walking Dead. I know a lot of people hated her, but no, it's like, wow, you've actually brought a lot more to World Beyond than I thought you were going to. Much bigger character. So yeah, that's my first or second note, actually. Jadis makes a good argument whenever she's talking to him on Milwaukee, whenever they're starting to put their plan in motion. Like, think about it, you're giving up a lot, this community, all these, walls, whatever, for, and for what, and that's what I've been saying the whole time. Although I will say with the whole thing, I mean, I say, like, I side with Jadis for the most part, but at the same time, if I was actually in this world, and it was like, oh man, you can just drop me anytime that you fucking want, if you find out you're running out low on food or resources or test subjects, then it might be a little bit different where I'm like, okay, maybe Jadis, I don't side with you, Maybe if I knew, I mean, this is super selfish, but I'm just being honest. If we're talking about the world of the zombie apocalypse, it was like, yeah, I'm going to go kill, neighbor 1 and neighbor 2 over here, so this household has enough to eat. My household, I'd be like, that's fucked up, that's horrible, but I mean, I'm not gonna try to stop you. Okay. But anyway, some good dialogue from Jadis. You're roping. How did you manage to rope smart people into a stupid mission? Talking to the dad here. I like that. Just a lot of great stuff from Jadis. Arguments that make sense to me anyway. Maybe some people don't agree, but I can see her side. I can kind of see the other people's side as well, though. Anyway, more great dialogue between Silas and Huck's husband. Just basically them, I don't know, just talking back and forth. Yeah, I've liked all of their scenes together. His name is Dennis. Dennis and Silas. Yeah, great scene between them before he takes the bullet out. yeah, and the bullet scene was good. The two of them teaming up to take the bullet reminds me of a scene in Tombstone. If you ever seen that Western movie, I cringed at it so bad when I was a little kid, where they hold the guy down and give him the I forget what cowboy it was now, but give him the liquor and yeah, take the bullet out. So yeah, Felix. I've said this before. Felix is his body language. The actor, that's probably why I liked him. But he reminds me of Rick a lot. Even a line of dialogue he had in here, he said something else. If I see you out here again, or I'll kill you. And we all probably remember that was what Rick told the prisoners back in season 3, I think. So that's what it reminded me of. Percy, I put this note in here. I was calling it because of him and Iris talking about their future together, and what they want to do. I was like, Percy's dying, man. I've said this a few episodes ago. Percy's dying because of just the way their dialogue goes. It's just the way the Walking Dead is. If characters start to talk like this, then yeah, one of them is fucking dead, and I knew it was going to be Percy. So yeah. Frozen head zombies, again, interesting concepts, I guess, that they add to the show, like unique ways to have to dispatch the zombies, and these zombies were apparently a little bit tough to kill because they were frozen. And then also we see Lila in here as a zombie. I feel like most of the time these days they don't let any, in The Walking Dead, they don't let any dead character that's not actually dead, like you have to see them for confirmed dead, and that's why we got to see Lila in here. Otherwise people would be like, oh, maybe she was all right, maybe she did this or that, people say that shit. But the scene, I didn't know it was Lila until the showrunner confirmed it, because obviously, I mean, they really got her looking dead, so she looked a lot different. And then they did some flashbacks, and they had Lila's actress in the flashback, which made me think it was Lila. But then they had Tuck flashback in there too, which made me think, oh, maybe it's not, maybe she's just going through some stuff. But no. Yeah, it was Lila. So knocking people out, there was a scene where Silas and damn it, Corduroy Kid, I can't remember his fucking name ever, but the Corduroy Kid comes up and knocks this dude out. This is overall TV and movie thing, right? But it's so easy to knock people out. I mean, I've never been knocked out or tried to knock somebody out, but boy, did they make it just look easy, because I was worried, like, what if you're going to knock them out and they just like, ow, turn around and boom, but okay. So he knocks out the cadet guy, and I really like Silas and his story, and I like that how Silas is kind of conflicted, seeing his old buddy here, or in just an awkward position, because Silas was kind of on the side with the CRM, but, he's kind of seeing it in between the lines. He has this season. This season is a lot darker. They've got that kid, the cadet guy that was with Silas. He gets killed, and his blood trickles under the door, and yeah, I was thinking, I really missed the outro song for World Beyond, but I was thinking they probably took it out because I guess it was a little bit like kiddie-like. I don't know, like something like you hear in a teen show, and they were trying to go a little bit darker because people had complaints from season 1 that it was too much like that. But man, I still hate that they took out that damn song. I love that song. I looked it up on YouTube all the time. Okay, so the Metal Globe stuff was fucking dumb, I think, for the most part. I get that the showrunner said that they wanted that scene to happen. The Silas and Corduroy Kid rolling in the globe. But yeah, that was pretty fucking stupid, because one, how did they get out around all the zombies that they were trapped with? It just cuts and they're out. And then they somehow got inside of this globe. I don't think we saw how they got in and out of it. I don't know if it was actually a statue, or was it in the process of being built. I don't know. I don't have a problem with them rolling and knocking down the zombies with it, I guess. But just the fact of how they got to it, in and out of it, it just seemed a little bit silly. And even I think the showrunner admitted that it was more of a fun thing to do. So, okay. But at least, it's a unique way to kill zombies still. I give them credit for that. Do something different. Yeah, I kind of know where are the fucking soldiers at, the badass line from Jadis, man. She carried this, didn't carry it, but she really made this episode for me a lot like how Strand made the Fear the Walking Dead episode tonight. I mean, not that I didn't enjoy other characters' performances and stuff with this. I like, Felix's parts in this as well. I always do. I just, he's been a little bit underused, I think. But let's see. So yeah, Jadis has a line here. She says, "Let's see who blinks first." Talking about they've got walkers on the way, and they're kind of at a standoff here. Yeah, just super badass. Lots of quotes I got from Jadis. So she's telling them, "You're too young to appreciate, or understand what has been lost, and appreciate what we have now." Pretty much is what she's trying to tell Iris and Hope, being younger and all that, not remembering what it was like before the fall too well. So yeah, she's pretty much just spitting logic. She's not really a villain. She just has more of a pragmatic, I think, way of getting things done. And she says, death wins. Just lots of good stuff. The reanimation will continue and death will win. Yeah, her whole speech was really interesting to me, and yeah, it was awesome. So let's see. Yeah, they're killing the fully armored soldiers here, though, in this scene where they're just getting them in the neck, I think is what it looked like. But, man, that's just such great aim. I like whenever Huck is quick on the draw, and she makes that split decision, to help the group. Although I think more than just Percy should have gotten killed in this interaction. But, okay, because I just had a few soldiers. I'm pretty sure our group outnumbered them. Just very strange. But again, I always thought about this. If they're going up such a big threat, man, how are they going to do that? How are they going to go against the CRM? And as well, we got to kind of, cut corners, make it look a little bit different than what it actually is, less big than it is, because otherwise, yeah, our group would lose, or it would just look silly if they didn't lose. But yeah, I like how Huck, man, I was super quick on the draw, badass. And then I do like how she's conflicted here with Jadis. And Jadis, basically says, I have the respect for you, all this, so I'm going to give you a head start. Again, badass line. Give you like a 3 to 5 minute head start, I think is what she said. Damn. And then, let's see. I like how Tuck gets emotional after leaving and all this, because she, again, is caught in the middle, too, for this. And like it wasn't such a clean-cut, dry decision for her, So, yeah, I've enjoyed the conflict that this has had within Tuck. And then there was a scene that we saw in the trailer where it looks like we all speculated that Jadis was talking to Rick, but it was confirmed that she wasn't. She kind of turns her head and then they cut. But yeah, I think that she was just like in a tent, getting ready to hunt them down or whatever, over the walkie. So yeah, it wasn't Rick. Not really too big of a surprise. But yeah. I was just holding out hope for that. And then at the end, the original group from season 1 reunites without Percy. I was indifferent on Percy. I didn't really give a fuck about Percy, so whatever. Everybody said, "Oh, Percy, I don't care." Oh well. I mean, he was dumb enough to like Iris, so that really tells you a lot about his character here. But I guess I kind of did like the part where Iris tells Hope, like, "Don't do this. You don't know what it's going to do to you." Because, that kind of connects to her start of the story this season where she killed somebody, and now she's telling Hope not to do it. So I guess that kind of came around in a nice roundabout way. I don't want to see too many of these characters that I like pass on for the next episode, I'll say, or die. Like, when series ends, it's really easy to start killing off characters, but maybe I would want, like, Felix or Tuck or somebody out there. I feel like they might die. I feel it's very strong. Please, Iris and Hope fucking go on. But yeah, so we can maybe see them in Walking Dead somehow. The original show or Fear, come together. We got you might know, Spider-Man No Way Home is happening with all the fucking villains from the other movies and properties and stuff all together. So if that can happen, then anything, all these characters can combine in Walking Dead, no problem. Yeah. And then, yeah, Huck and Dennis are together as well, 2 characters that I like. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see them interact more now that they're both more open and honest and on the same page, right? So, yeah, I was surprised Dennis made it too, but I'm glad that he did. So yeah, that's what I got for this episode. And then coming around to the finale next week, kind of bummed about it. I hope some of these characters will continue on in some capacity. We'll see Jadis in the Rick movies for sure. And then I hope, with that said, the biggest lore for this show, I hope that we get something from Rick, from Jadis with Rick. Maybe her last little thing, I got to go check on, something. This cowboy I know, some crap like that, just something. Give us something. So yeah. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.